Good morning, students. Welcome to class 9th History, Lesson 2, Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution, Part 2. On October 1917, the socialists took over the Russian government and there was fall of monarchy or one-man rule in Russia. So, the fall of monarchy in February 1917 and other events of October 1917 are called as the Russian Revolution. How did it happen? To understand this, let's go back a few years back of the revolution. In 1914, Tsar Nicholas II ruled Russia and its empire. Besides the territory, the Russian Empire stretched to many countries. There were Russian Orthodox Christianity in majority other than Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, Buddhists. Here in this map, students, you can see the Russian Empire and the European countries at the war during the First World War. Now we'll see the economy and society during the Russian Revolution. At the beginning of the 20th century, the vast majority of people of Russia were agriculturalists. About 85% of the Russian population were farmers. During this time, the Russian cultivators produced the crops for them and for the market also. And Russia was a major exporter of grain at that time. There were so many factories, and because of industrialization, railway network was extended and foreign investment in industry increased. Slowly, coal, iron and steel production was also increased. Mostly, all the industries were private property. Government supervised and reduced the working hours from 15 hours to 10 or 12 hours. There were no rooms but dormitories where more than one people can accommodate. Workers were divided by their skill and social group. Women were paid less than men. There was divisions among the workers which was shown in their dress and manners. If ever there was division among workers, they raised their voice or stopped working when their demand was not fulfilled. In the countryside or village, peasants cultivated the land. Again, there was division. Nobles, they were with the Tsar and they had power and property because they were working with Tsar Nicholas II. It is like the French Revolution. But in Russia, peasants wanted the land of nobles for them. Slowly, they started to kill the landowner and it spreaded all over Russia. Russian peasants were different from other peasants. They collected their land and distributed among themselves according to their need. All political parties were illegal in Russia before 1914. Among them, the Social Democratic Workers' Party was formed by Karl Marx. It was also an illegal organization who set up newspaper, mobilized workers, means sent the workers for work to different places, and organized strikes. They used to organize strikes. Some Russian socialists felt that the peasants were the natural socialists for the revolutions. Socialists were active in the countryside. They were rich and poor in the socialist. Socialists had this division. That's why they could not be a part of socialist movement. The party was divided again. One is Bolshevik and another is Menshevik. The Bolshevik group of people was led by Vladimir Lenin. Bolshevik group of people were disciplined, but Menshevik were open to all. Russia was an autocracy, means dictatorship or monarchy. There was monarchical government. And the empire, Tsar Nicholas II, was not subject, or he was not under anybody. He was ruling all over by himself. The Social Democrats and Socialist revolutionaries, along with peasants, demanded a constitution. They were supported by the nationalists in the empire and in a Muslim demanded areas by Jihadists. The Jihadist was also another group who wanted to modernize Islam to lead other society. The year 1904 was a particularly bad one for the Russian workers. Prices of essential goods increased quickly. The workers in St. Petersburg went on strike and demanded to reduce their working hours to 8 hours. They also demanded to increase their wages and improvement in working conditions. When the strike or procession of workers led by Father Gapon and reached the Winter Palace, police attacked them, and in this attack so many workers were killed and murdered. This incident was known as Bloody Sunday. Because of these strikes, school, colleges were closed down. Students also took part in these strikes, complaining about the lack of civil liberties. Lawyers, doctors, engineers, and other middle-class workers formed groups or union and demanded a constituent assembly. During 1905 revolution, Tsar allowed the creation of an elected consultative parliament in Duma. A large number of factory committees and trade unions worked unofficially because they were illegal. Empire Tsar dismissed the first Duma and re-elected the second Duma. He changed the voting laws and formed the third Duma with conservatives. Liberals and revolutionaries were kept out. Now we will see the First World War and the Russian Empire. In the year 1914, war broke out between two European alliances, that is Germany, Austria and Turkey. They are known as the Central Powers, and France, Britain and Russia. They are known as later Italy and Romania. Each country had a global empire or vast empire, and the war was fought outside Europe as well as in Europe. This war had affected the whole world. Its impact was not only in Europe but also outside of Europe. This was the First World War. This war was so famous in Russia, and Tsar Nicholas II refused to consult the main parties. He did not get any support from any party. So, like this, the autocracy or monarchy became unpopular. The First World War on the Eastern Front was different than the Western Front. Russia's armies lost badly in Germany and Austria between 1914 and 1916. In this war, 7 million people were killed. The Russian army destroyed crops and buildings to stop the enemy. Due to destruction of crops and buildings in Russia, there were so many refugees, over 3 million. This affected the government and Tsar. The soldiers didn't want to fight such a war. This war also had a bad impact on industry. First of all, Russia had few factories and all the other suppliers was cut off. Slowly, the railway lines began to break down. There were shortage of laborers and less production of goods. Large amount of food grain was supplied to feed the army. As a result, there was scarcity of bread and flour in the city. So, in 1916, the riots or fights at bread shop were common. Hope you understood the concept whatever was explained in the video. Here I wind up the class. Thank you students for listening.